Alright, so now we're going to play the Dorian pentatonic, the D-shaped pentatonic down here. So we've gotten from the 3/4 to the 6th root here. This is D-shaped root, but it's also the C-shaped root in the next pentatonic box. And nothing left to do on the top but a 2 and 3, and I happen to just know that. And that would be a dupe of the bottom string. Okay, so that's what's going on with the D-shaped box there and with the patterns. Alright, we're back. So as it turns out, these two patterns up here, the S3L and the S2L, or the S3S and the S2L, these are the pentatonic, these are the diatonic. These are the only patterns you need to play almost all of the patterns in the fretboard. Alright, if this is your fret nut, it's my capo because I'm down tuned. I have a lower register guitar here. These top two patterns right here and here are the only ones you have to know to play from F on up. So if you don't mind playing the E down here, that doesn't mean you can't play an E. I'm trying to point at my E-shaped fingers. That doesn't mean you can't play in E. It doesn't mean you can't play an E chord. It means that you can't get the E-shaped pentatonic from here because you can't get this G sharp, you can't get this C sharp. Alright, so you would have to use, to get that E pentatonic, you'd have to use this crazy looking Lego man. He's the Lego sprinter. Looks like a Lego man running for it. Okay, so that's what I think, but that must have been a different diagram. But it's the same diagram. So what we have here is we have the long pattern, and we would use that to do root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you do a 5, 6, then you're over far enough to go back for the 7 root 2. Alright, so this is the pentatonic you would use for that, and what we're really doing there is using a pentatonic X3XL. Where did that come from? Good question. We have the S3L here, and we have an S3L here in the normal unwarped zone, unwarped fretboard. Now this is just pattern world, P4 tuning. Okay, so we have these two guys here, the same. Alright, and then say we change the color here. Now we're going to circle the S3Ls here. There's one. See, there's overlap. And there's two. There's overlap, but that's not as important as where the S3XL comes from. We'll get a third color going. Say this reddish thing. So I made this 7L, which is like a 7 shape here and an L shape there. The top S2L is the top part of the 7. The bottom S2L is the foot of the L. Okay, and the S3S part is the stem of either one of them. And I decided, and I was trying to see how can I get across this pattern, and I noticed these hole steps there. So I cropped out this part of the pattern, and that is what an S3XL is right there. You see, that's all it is. It's just two S2Ls and two S3Ss put together, and you get this scale. It's a Aeolian scale. In other words, it starts on 5. Okay. Here's your Mixolydian E, so E would be the 5th of A. So this is a Mixolydian scale. I'm not getting that, so I'm going to have to play it. Notice it's not, it's because it's Mixolydian, and then it goes to the 6th, so we can actually start. So it's 2 scales. It's a Mixolydian and Aeolian scale. It's a major dominant and a minor scale. And that would be the B minor scale, okay, which would be the Dorian of A. So that's what we have here. This is the pentatonic of it. Now notice the pentatonic is the Ionian, which would be the A scale. It would be the 5th of A, so it's, it would be starting on the 5th of A if that we were playing the E one. So we get something like this. No, it goes. Now it starts on the 5th, and an Ionian pentatonic starts on the root there. So we would kind of have to start it on the root. Alright, so it's going to be root 2, 3, 5, 6. And then we just come back to the 5, 6, going to root 2, 3 again. So we go 5, 6, right? And then we go. We should be able. We should have a pentatonic there. Okay, what we're trying to play here, I guess, is a Ionian an Ionian pentatonic. Okay, so if we start on the 5th there, if we start on the root there, it should go. If we're going to start on the root, I guess we're going to be here. Okay, so that's that. Boy, that wasn't easy. That's that pattern. I don't play that often. But I'm saying you can get most of the patterns using just the barred short pattern stack, which is built from using just the S2L and S3L. Alright, so our key of C, or excuse me, caged, our caged system, okay, it's C-A-G-E-D. Now, just a brief caged system thing would be, it doesn't have to start on C, so it can go E, that's C, right? So we go E shape C, E shape C, E shape C, right? And then C shape C, then A shape C, then G shape C. I can capo that and get it and make sure that we've got that G shape C playing. I gotta get a new capo or something like that. So that's the cage system that within any it's almost like